Hey, what's up, Fortnite people? Somebody's Gone here. We're going to be talking about the best settings and binds for Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 2. I'm going to explain why and how to bind the new Mantle and Sprint, and then we're going to talk about all your different inputs, so controller paddles, and keyboard and mouse. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get right to it. Alright, to start, I'm not going to really talk about graphical settings. If you guys want to watch that, sorry, it's not this video. It's really just going to be in-game settings. And I just play everything on low. I play DX11. Performance mode's been a little wonky this season, and DX12's been crashing. I don't know how your PC works, but I like DX11 with everything on low. Now, first we're going to have the mantle activation. You either get hold forward, so simply it will auto mantle, or you have to hold your jump button. I like hold jump because I don't want it automatically mantling and climbing over stuff when I'm not intending to, so I would recommend doing that. Just a couple of other quick things. If you haven't figured out your preferred item slots, do that. Whether you're on keyboard and mouse or controller, it's super helpful. You have reset building choice, which I really like personally on controller. You have disable pre-edits. I don't really think pre-edits are huge right now, especially just in duos, turbo build on. And edit on release I feel like is even more important now because of how you have to move faster with the mantling and the tactical sprinting. Alright, let's talk about some controller buttons. We want auto run always on, so that way you're just automatically running, and build immediately, that's obvious. Edit time 0, as low as it can go. I have my slide time a little bit higher than the lowest it can go because I don't want to accidentally slide when I want to crouch. It gives me a little bit of time. As far as the sense goes, that's up to you. I would recommend something between mid 40s to mid 50s is typically best. And then all of these other things, the ADS, all that, I would leave up to you. I like between 10 and 12, 10 and 15 I think is a sweet spot. It may change based on how quickly players are using the tactical sprinting ability because that makes you need to move faster, but overall these are what I want, and I have all my boosts down to 0. I don't like playing with that. Your dead zone's gonna wind up being based on your controller, so the more you get some controller movement when you're not touching your controller, the higher your dead zone should be. Let's talk about controller binds. So basically what you want to do is have the ability to build all of your different items, move, jump, and shoot while still being able to touch everything on a controller. Now that's obviously not possible, so what you want to do is either add paddles to give yourself 2 more buttons to leave your fingers on the sticks while you're playing, because ultimately you don't really want to be taking your fingers off the sticks. That limits your movement, limits your aim. Now for me, I'm using an Xbox controller, taking my finger off the sticks now with the additional movement. So I've moved auto sprint or the tactical sprint to right on the D-pad. I think if you have a PlayStation controller, up on the D-pad or left on the D-pad might be a little easier, because if you do have extra paddles that you're not using, I could add another paddle, and I think I might just for the turbo sprint or the tactical sprint. I think that's super helpful because as we see the meta develop, we're going to want more speed and the ability to use the tactical sprint. The way I think about it is I want my crouch and my sprint on the same finger because we're not really going to be doing both at the same time. Now, you could think of it the same way with your jump build, but you're also going to be crouching, jumping, and using the tactical sprint at the same time. So it's not exactly the same, but you can't crouch and run at the same time. So using caps lock and using shift in order to crouch or slide and then sprint is the best way that I found it. You want the same finger for crouch and the same finger for sprint. You can do control, you could do tab. It's all up to you.